Before Rome, before Greece, before even the mighty Persian Empire, there was a forgotten superpower that once ruled the heart of the ancient world. An empire so powerful it went to war with pharaohs and won. Then, one day it vanished. No grand collapse, no bloody conquest, just silence. For centuries, the Hittites were thought to be myth. Mentioned in the Bible, yes, but nowhere in historical records. That is, until 1906, when archaeologists digging in central Turkey uncovered massive stone walls, lion statues, and thousands of strange tablets. They had uncovered Hattusa, the long-lost capital of an empire that had once rivaled Egypt and Babylon. Suddenly, history had a new player. The Hittites had their own writing, language, gods, laws, and armies. They were a superpower hiding in plain sight. The Hittites began as tribal peoples in Anatolia. For a long time, they were nothing more than scattered city-states. But around 1650 BCE, a chieftain named Hattusa began unifying the tribes through war. He was brutal and efficient, raising cities and building alliances. His military campaigns laid the foundation of what would become one of the greatest empires of the ancient world. After his death, his grandson Mursili I carried the torch, famously marching an army all the way to Babylon, sacking it in a bold, unexpected move that shocked the region. But internal strife soon followed. Royal succession in the Hittite court was notoriously violent, with brothers and sons often killing each other for the throne. Enter Suppiluliuma I, perhaps the greatest of all Hittite kings. Under his leadership in the 14th century BCE, the empire expanded aggressively into Syria and challenged the weakened Mitanni. He was a master statesman, forging treaties and crushing rebellions. It was during his reign that the Hittites began to truly threaten Egypt's dominance. There is even record of an Egyptian queen, possibly Ankhesenamun, writing to Suppiluliuma asking him to send a Hittite prince to marry her after Tutankhamun's death, an unprecedented diplomatic move that ended in blood. That prince was murdered on the way to Egypt. The message? Egypt would not be humiliated, and the rivalry escalated. The tension between Egypt and the Hittites reached its climax at the Battle of Kadesh in 1274 BCE. Ramses II versus Muwatalli II. Over 5,000 chariots, tens of thousands of soldiers. The largest chariot battle in history. Though Egypt declared victory, the battle was likely a stalemate. What followed was something remarkable. The first known peace treaty in human history, carved into stone and sent between two kings. The treaty called for mutual aid, defined borders, and even included extradition clauses. It was ancient diplomacy at its finest. The Hittite world wasn't just about war. Their cities were marvels of engineering, fortified, planned, and self-sustaining. They had advanced laws protecting property, contracts, and even animals. They embraced multilingualism, writing in Hittite, Akkadian, and other regional tongues. Their religion was vast and inclusive, absorbing gods from neighboring cultures. This earned them the nickname, the people of 1,000 gods. And then there was iron. Though not widespread, the Hittites were among the earliest to experiment with iron smelting, centuries before the Iron Age began in full. But power breeds enemies, and the empire grew brittle. Succession crises, famine, earthquakes, and internal betrayal began to destabilize the empire. Regional vassals began rebelling. Resources ran thin. Letters from the last kings revealed desperation, requests for grain, for aid, for stability. But nothing came. Then, around 1180 BCE, Hattusa was burned. The royal family disappeared. The writing stopped. Some blame the mysterious sea peoples. Others point to climate catastrophe or plague. Most likely it was a storm of events, a systems collapse. Unlike Egypt or Mesopotamia, the Hittites left no living legacy. Their language died, their gods forgotten, their history buried. Only in the 20th century did we begin to piece them back together. Thousands of tablets were deciphered, revealing myths, treaties, and the names of kings long erased. The Hittites teach us that history isn't just about who survives, it's about who is remembered. And sometimes the silence says more than the stories. Like, share, and subscribe for more epic untold history. This is History Uncaged, where the past speaks louder than ever.